Ezekiel, Yechezk'el, chapter 29. On the 12th day of the 10th month of the 12th year, the word of Adonai came to me. Human being, turn your face against Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Prophesy against him and against all Egypt. Speak out and say that Adonai Elohim says, I am against you, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, you big crocodile, lying in the streams of the Nile. You say, my Nile is mine, I made it for myself, but I will put hooks in your jaws and make your Nile fish stick to your scales. Yes, I will bring you up from your Nile, with all your Nile fish sticking to your scales, and leave you in the desert, you and all your Nile fish. You will fall in the open field, and not be gathered or buried. But I will give you as food to wild animals and birds. Then all who live in Egypt will know that I am Adonai, because they have been a support made of straw for the house of Israel. When they grasped you in hand, you splintered, and threw all your shoulders out of joint. When they leaned on you, you broke, and made them all wrench their backs. Therefore, Adonai Elohim says, I will bring the sword against you, and eliminate both your people and your animals. The land of Egypt will become a desolate waste, and they will know that I am Adonai, because he said, the Nile is mine, I made it. So I am against you and your Nile, and I will make the Nile of Egypt a totally desolate waste, from Migdol to Zimna, all the way to the border of Ethiopia. No human foot will pass through it, and no animal foot will pass through it. It will be uninhabited for 40 years. Yes, I will make the land of Egypt desolate, even when compared with other desolate countries. Likewise, her cities in comparison with other ruined cities, they will be desolate 40 years. I will scatter the Egyptians among the nations, and disperse them through the countries. For this is what Adonai Elohim says, at the end of 40 years, I will gather the Egyptians from the peoples where they were scattered. I will restore the fortunes of Egypt, and cause them to return to the land of their origin, Patros. But there they will be a humble kingdom, the humblest of kingdoms. They will never again dominate other nations. I will reduce them, so that they never again rule over nations. Moreover, they will no longer be a source of confidence for Israel to turn to. Rather, it will only bring to mind their guilt in having turned to them before. Then they will know that I am Adonai Elohim. On the first day of the first month of the 27th year, the word of Adonai came to me. Human being, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babel, had his army mount a massive expedition against Sor. The loads of dirt they carried made every head bald and every shoulder raw, yet neither he nor his army derived any benefit from Sor out of this expedition against it. Therefore, Adonai Elohim says, I will give the land of Egypt to Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babel. He will carry off its riches, take its spoil and its prey, and there will be the wages for his army. I am giving him the land of Egypt as his wages, for which he worked, because they were working for me, says Adonai Elohim. When that day comes, I will cause power to return to the house of Israel, and I will enable you, yechezk'el, to open your mouth among them. Then they will know that I am Adonai.